Всем привет! У нас в гостях по пути на Камчатку представитель компании EVOC, один из основателей компании EVOC, Holger, и он нам сегодня расскажет историю, как появился рюкзак защиты спины. Рюкзаки EVOC защиты спины на сегодняшний день считаются одними из самых лучших, и мы подготовили для Холгера несколько очень интересных вопросов, и сейчас посмотрим, как он на них сможет выкрутиться, ответить. Holger, as we know, you are a professional snowboarder, and tell us this story. Did you take part in freeride wall competitions, or you're making technical rides and filming? What was your snowboard experience before you started working at EVOC company?
Hello, my name is Holger Feist. I was a professional snowboarder. I joined the World Pro Tour for about 4 or 5 years. My discipline was slalom and giant slalom at that time. This was quite big sport for snowboarding. And beside of that, I was always a free rider. I take a lot of photos with photographers. I was traveling a lot, and I became more and more into free riding. I became like a professional free rider. And after my career, also I started to work in the snowboard industry as a product manager, and I developed snowboards, take photos, photo shootings, became a travel journalist. And this was my background at that time.
Tell us a story. What happened before you decided to develop a protector backpack?
This was, I think, was '99. I was we are filming in Austria for a snowboard video, and in that time, freeride backpack was a simple backpack like that, and I had in my backpack my avalanche shovel, and I went down a couloir and I was washed down with an avalanche. The avalanche was not as bad what I was into, and I was tumbling around, and the shovel actually injured my back. And in this moment I figure out it's not like you crash into a rock or into a stone. Also maybe something is hard like an avalanche shovel in your backpack, and this can hurt you a lot. And in that moment I had an idea to improve backpacks and integrate protectors. And I was injured for a couple of weeks. I had a lot of time in my home, and I thought about how can I optimize a backpack. I had a lot of ideas about ergonomic. I changed the ergonomic. I made some samples, some prototypes, and I went to a motorcycle shop. I bought a kind of protector plates, and I implement some protector plates. And basically I developed the first backpack with integrated back protector.
And at the time, all backpacks available on the market for ski and snowboarding that had absolutely no protector.
I haven't seen any. The only backpacks I knew are like simple backpacks like that one, very soft. Ergonomics are not good for free riding, if you're fast. The backpack was moving, shaking. It doesn't stay on your hips and on your shoulders, and there was no protection. And my first idea was just like simple protector plates from the motorbike industry, but then I developed for a couple of years with different materials, and then we finally had the idea to implement the EPS protector. This is a special material. It's really light. It's only 140 grams, and this is a full certified protector for back protection, and we implement this one into a backpack.
Tell us how you were choosing materials and how you were creating these prototypes. What materials, or did you use another person to help you to create in 3D, or just painting or drawing?
Actually, this was not as technique as you could imagine. In the beginning, I just took an old mattress, isolation mattress, like a Thermarest, an old one. I cut it and I just tried to find a better shape. In that time also the backpacks are very short. It just was maybe this size, and I enlarged the shape of my backpack. I just cut, and I got a sewing machine from my mother, and I just tried to sew something. I'm not good in sewing. I take some tapes, and I was a really rough prototype. And with this rough prototype I went to a factory in Asia, and I told them I have an idea about a protector backpack, and explained my system. I show my prototype, and they produced out of my first prototype the first backpack with the system.
How many prototypes you've made before an original backpack appeared?
Many.
And all of them were tested by you?
Yeah, sure. First, I made some prototypes for myself. I tested them. In that time, I was traveling a lot. Then I became into the bike industry as well. I had a lot of trips around the world with mountain bike to many places, even really calm areas where there's no hospital, nothing. And we always are afraid when you crash, you don't like to injure your back. And I had a crew with my friends, and I made some prototypes for my friends as well. And then we had always about 5 to 10 pieces for myself and my friends for traveling. And then after trip, we discussed and improved for year by year.
And who invented the name? What means EVOC?
Actually, in the beginning, we had no business idea. We had no name. We had nothing. We just had some prototypes for the backpack with the protector. And in the same time, because I was traveling a lot with a mountain bike, it was so difficult to travel with mountain bike. To pack the bike into a bag, it took a long time. And I had an idea to make it more simple, and I developed a bike travel bag. And in the beginning, we had a bike travel bag and this protector backpack. And my business partner, he lived in Hong Kong, and he went to a shop in Hong Kong with this bike travel bag. And the owner of the shop saw this bike travel bag and said, "This is a nice bag, where we can buy it?" And he said, "We can do it." And then we got suddenly the first order. We had no name, we had no company in that time, and this means we had to find very quickly a name. We have to find a company. We had the first order for 50 bike travel bags, and then we had to speed up to found a company.
And what means EVOC?
EVOC stands for evolution concept, because we found this is something kind of evolution system with the packing the bike and also have this protector backpack, and we call it evolution concept.
And how started the business? When you presented the original EVOC backpacks on the market, did it run smoothly, or it was a big jump from the very beginning? How it was accepted by riders?
I think the first and second year are always very tough. We showed a backpack to many people, and they say actually to shops and to different buyers, and they say nobody needs a back protector backpack. As well, we showed this bike travel bag to the same people, and they also say nobody needed it. And after we got the first order, we found suddenly a distributor in Germany, and we had this shop in Hong Kong, and suddenly everybody want to buy it, and we became really quick, I think, market leader with protector backpacks and the bike travel bag. And but after 2 years, maybe this was like exploding. Yeah, we had a big quantity suddenly.
How many people worked in the company from the very beginning when EVOC appeared?
Actually, we are two founders, my partner Bernd and I. We found the company. I'm responsible for all the techniques, the product design, factories. My partner is responsible for finance, sales, all this stuff. And we had Jan, our marketing guy. He was with us in the beginning. Anna, my girlfriend, she was responsible for design from the beginning. But basically, we're between 2 and 4 people. Then we hired a full-time designer, Simon, or designer. Inga came along as a graphic designer pretty soon. In the beginning, the first years, we are between 3 and 5 people.
And now, how big is your company?
We grow fast, and now we are over 20 people. In total, our headquarters Munich. We sell the products to about 36 countries worldwide. We're quite strong in the bike market, and headquarters Munich, yeah. We have different locations for the factories, and but the different to other companies, probably we do everything in-house. We do design, development, marketing, graphic design. Everything is in-house, and we want to control all these points.
And the hard question: what's the success of EVOC products, especially protector backpacks? Why riders love them so a lot?
I think they work. They work, and we have the protector in, but when you wear this backpack, no one realizes there's a protector in. The backpack, it's from the body fit, it's really ergonomic shaped. You don't feel it when you ride, and even if you go on a tough ride, free riding with skis or mountain biking, the protector stays in position or the backpack stays in position, and there's no disadvantage to use this kind of protector. And I think many riders like that because they don't like to take care about stuff like that. They want to have a good backpack. They don't like to feel a backpack.
And right now, riders, skiers and snowboarders are thinking about avalanche safety, and they are starting to use more and more avalanche backpacks. And your company is started to collaboration with Mammut RAS system, and the first backpack is based on Line series. Here it is.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Why do you think that Mammut system is reliable, and why you decided to switch to this company and not to ABS or other brands that are available on the market for avalanche gear?
I think for a long time we worked together with ABS, but for ABS they always had their base unit, and we could just implement like a packsack. This was the outer shell.
So the shoulders were from ABS?
Yes.
And you could not make it create a good fit because it was
this was their system, but we are specialists in kind of ergonomics, shape, body hacking. We call it body hacking. How this whole system sits on your shoulder, on your hips, and we always want to implement our own backpack because this is our main business. And we developed a complete new concept with a body hugging system, and we started cooperation with Mammut because Mammut is a kind of a really reliable system. It's very light, and it's very simple. And in case of an avalanche safety equipment, I think it should be very simple and should be light, because when it's too heavy, people don't like it. When it's complicated, there can be a problem. And with that system, we are also quite flexible because the Mammut system, it's called RAS 3.0. You can implement into our backpacks. You can maybe 1 year later you want to have a different size. You can buy a different size. You take out a system, implement in another backpack. Or you need a huge backpack from Mammut or some other brands. You can even take out the system, and you are quite flexible. Because the whole system is quite expensive. The backpack is not the most expensive part. This means once you have an avalanche system, people use it for many years. And with our flexible system, you can change backpacks after a certain time.
What plans you have for next years in protector backpacks?
Because we are the specialist for protection, we developed a new line RAS, we call it protector, and we implement the protector plate inside, and have now beside of the safety of the avalanche balloon, we have also the protector inside, and we improved on the backpack on different areas, and we think it's a really nice backpack for the future.
And Holger, we know that you are going to Kamchatka. You liked snowboarding there a lot.
Yes.
And you are traveling with a new backpack. Will you show it to us? New protector backpack.
Yeah, tomorrow I fly to Kamchatka with a crew of professional free skiers and snowboarders and a photographer and a filmmaker. And Kamchatka is always a kind of big dream for myself. I was there 20 years ago on an expedition. We climbed 2 big mountains in that time. And I think at that time we are probably the first foreign snowboarders or freeriders into Kamchatka. It was very complicated in that time to go there. And now we go again, and we have a photographer and a film crew. And this is the new Line RAS Protector 22 liter. We also have a version with 32 liter for ski touring. And on the back side, in here we have the protector inside. And in our system, always after a crash, you can take out the protector, and we have a free crash replacement. This means once you crash with your product, you feel maybe not safe, you don't know what's inside, maybe something is broken, you can take out the protector, we replace it for free, and then the backpack is safe again.
And I know that Mammut RAS system, it has 2 types of cartridges, steel and carbon. What cartridges are using professional riders?
For sure I use the carbon, but the latest information I got, they only offer the carbon in the future. because it's lighter and yeah, sure, I would save weight, but the cartridge is very light. It's kind of very simple system, and inside here we have the balloon, and I think it's the right system. There's one more point probably for this backpack I want to introduce. We call it the Aeroflex belt. We developed this Aeroflex belt in the beginning for mountain biking on our backpacks, and this is a special material from the medicine industry, made in Germany. Quite very expensive material. It's flexible, takes Velcro, and is antibacterial. And this now we implement into the line RAS. And with that system, the backpack sits perfectly on the hips and is not moving at all. And we can transmit all the weight down to the hips.
Holger, thank you for this very interesting story. We really love your brand. This is high technical, high quality brand that you want to wear, you want to ride with it. And good luck with new productions, new ideas, and yeah, we are waiting the great gear from EVOC.
Sure, we're working on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.